Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 109 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Yeah, the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Play action. It's Wilson. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Wilson setting up the screen. Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with him. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
When you're the face of a franchise, the focal point of an offense, sometimes we probably think that individual awards don't mean a whole lot. But when you win Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, I think it still meant a lot to him.
And you and I saw it in person, obviously, going back, watching the film this week. His accuracy, just laser-like, a well-deserved honor.
Yeah, he was on point, wasn't he?
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 104 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Burrow looking to pass. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's Burrow. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that was a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Elliott. They're able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. J.K. Dobbins. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll try the right side with Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
Again, it's Johnson. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bothering him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 8 yards.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize his play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Oh, a great grab by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Elliott. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 15. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow, throw right side, Wilson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The Falcons off a win in their opener, looking to make it 2 straight as they lead at home. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. The Vikes trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. He finds Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Elliott is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now Wilson on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Finding space at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-and-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now it's Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That one good for 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper to the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's brought in by Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
That's taken it around the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he's got some space here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
J.K. Dobbins. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
It's Najee Harris.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And a completion to Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
10 more there and another first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. There's Wilson to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Wilson.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. Touchdown.
Again, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such